Welcome to Balamitra Children's Channel. Children, today let us look at the Bhishma, the great warrior from Kuru dynasty and Mahabharata. Formerly, thousands of years back, there was a king called Shantanu who was very powerful and with great good qualities. He was roaming across the Ganges in his kingdom and he happened to see a lady very beautiful. And Shantanu requested her, "Will you marry me?" And a lady replied that, "Yes, on one condition, that I can marry you. Whatever the activities that I do, you should not be objecting." Shantanu agreed and then he married. Her name is Ganga, Mother Ganges. And they were getting children, and every child, after taking the birth, she was putting in the Ganges water. And Shantanu was very much worried and upset. When the eighth male child was born, he was unable to control his emotions and he requested her that, "Please do not drop this child." She said, "All right, I will leave this child, but on one condition, that you should not be objecting to whatever I do. And I also like to tell you that the children, earlier seven male children that I dropped in the Ganges, is Ashtavasu. Okay, these children, they have requested and they have done harm to Vasishta Maharishi, and they have requested that moment they are born, they should be dropped in the Ganges and they should not be taking the birth in the earth, and they should be relieved from this curse. She agreed and she explained that curse to those, the king Shantanu. And when the eighth child was born and then he was growing up across the Ganges, and as usual, king was going for expedition, and one day he happened to see across the Ganges a 13-year-old boy, and there was water was quite less in that river, and then the there was a bridge built with full of arrows, and he called that boy and he asked, "Oh my dear boy, do you know this Viluvidya, the archery, and who made this?" The Ganges, Mother Ganges replied that, "Maharaja, this is none other than your child, Devavrata." He was quite happy to know that it is his son that who built this, and he was quite astonished. Then he also happened to see another woman, and Devavrata got to know that the Shantanu wants to get married of that lady, and Devavrata went and spoke to Dasaraja that Maharaja would like to marry your daughter, so please support. And Dasaraja agreed on one condition that, yes, I can give my daughter to Shantanu on one condition that the children born to this, my daughter, their children should be successor and sitting on the throne. And Devavrata agreed to that condition, and Shantanu also agreed, and Devavrata wanted to see the pleasure in his father, and he agreed. But the Dasaraja was quite worried that, and he requested to the Shantanu that, what about your children? Will they agree to it? Because my daughter's children, if they occupy the throne, will they not be troubling? And Devavrata pledged, and he said that I will remain as brahmachari. He pledged, which is called as Bhishma Pratigna, and he said that on the Devatas, in the presence and witness of Devatas and Panchabhutas, I will never ever marry, and I will remain as celibate or brahmachari. And Shantanu was quite happy, and it continued. Then then the Shantanu returned to the kingdom, and her name is Satyavati. Satyavati was married to Shantanu in the presence of Devavrata, and Devavrata, the boy, got the boon and benediction from his father that the death, it will be subject to the will of the Devavrata, which means Devavrata can stop the birth, can stop the death, or he can postpone, or he can do whatever he wants. And if he desires to delay the death, it is quite possible. This is the kind of benediction that he got it. And from then onwards, Devavrata has become a Bhishma. And popularly, we hear the phrase called Bhishma Pratigna, a pledge taken by Bhishma to remain as celibate for forever. Forever. Yeah. In the coming episodes, we hear more about the Mahabharata and other scriptural great characters.